Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, LFC fans. Another post-match reaction to our result against Wolves away, 2-1 victory to the mighty Reds, and just really want to chop with you some of my analysis and review of the game, and where we currently are with that. So good result against a team where we've lost previously before. And is one of those teams where I would say I'm always concerned where we play teams that are near the lower half of the league historically, because they seem to be able to get points against us. So obviously off the back of a good win, consecutive good wins, it was an opportunity to really see that solidify in terms of how we want to play and getting results for Arne Slot, and sort of where we'll benchmark ourselves in terms of where we potentially could be this season. Now, before I chop into that, obviously some of the results were good for us. City's draw, that was a good result. Arsenal, very close there, came back. Well, that's what good teams do. Came back and potentially they could have dropped points, but they didn't. But, this game left us in a good position overall for the weekend. So really, when I look at it, first half, it was one of those strange ones. Where people just feel lethargic. It looked like a lethargic team. And in fact, Wolves were the same. I mean, it was one of those ones where the fans were the more active out of everyone in terms of that game initially in the first half. It was quite dire. Our passing was pretty poor. We weren't combining well enough. We were giving the ball away. We weren't really creating enough in the game either. And in fact, sometimes Wolves were creating the opportunities. So yes, wasn't good, and we had great concerns, especially the first half. Whenever Salah seems to play against Wolves and El Nouri, most of the times Nouri does a good job on him. He seems to be his kryptonite. He seems to do a very good job in terms of marking Salah. And I feel overall in that game, that's exactly what happened again. We weren't at the back, not much of a problem. Virgil, Canate, I don't feel there was much threats apart from the fact that I would say Wolves were more threatening in the first probably 15, 20 minutes of the first half. Trent, I think he overall in the game, he gave away a lot of ball. I think it was statistically why he gave away 22 passes, was mislaid. Now, look, end of the day, what we asked for Trent in terms of progression of the ball, breaking the lines, those crossfield passes, there's a risk factor to it. Is a risk factor in terms of the pass may not naturally get to the player might not be in the right position, etc., etc. And so I'm not going to be overcritical of that one. I look at that in terms of that's part of the course. Robbo, I felt Robbo, it looks like a player where he's either injured or we're starting to see the signs of decline with age. It's just, the pace seems to be gone. His passing at times, God, that passing back, he was giving the ball away I think he gave the ball away maybe about 16 times, I believe it was. So again, just giving the ball away. Whenever he gets the ball, I don't feel confident in that linking pass that he's going to do. I don't feel confident of it. And it's something that we need to look at. Look, does he try? Does he commit? Yes, he does. We cannot say that about Robbo. But I just feel we're starting to see a decline. We're starting to see that drop off. And it's something that is important to talk about at some point. Hopefully he'll get through that, but I just feel we are seeing that at the moment. Ravenberch was pretty good, consistent player out of everyone, really. I thought while there was a lot of anarchy going on first 15, 20, 30 minutes, Gravenberch just calm, collected, doing his thing, just simply knitting the play, getting back defensively. and doing the job. And, when you're looking at marking a player now, he's not dropping below that 7.58 at the moment. He's consistently there. He's consistently delivering the scores that we'd expect of a player who's performing well. And that's testament to him. I feel that Klopp has given that platform for him, although we didn't see the fruition of it last year. But that work that Klopp put in with him last season, I feel now we're starting to see the benefits of that with his strength, with his speed even, with his awareness, game awareness, positional awareness. I feel we're seeing that. And yes, Slot is allowing him now to be in that role and play because obviously we didn't get Supermendy. But we've got a player now who seems to understand the assignment. And right now, that is a real blessing for us. And hopefully when more sterner tests come, we will see where his ceiling really is. Jota was up front with Szoboszlai, obviously just behind the strikers, and McAllister and Salah and obviously Diaz. So it says the first half, which wasn't really knitting together, to be honest with you. It wasn't really combining how... It wasn't poor, it was just very slow. And I think at the time the commentators were just remarking about the fact that it's not a very lively game. We weren't really showing what I'd expect us to show. But then in a way, when you have performances like that, it's so important to not concede early, and it's so important to score first. So Jota combines left-hand side, cuts back inside, and whips a lovely ball, which is not his strongest foot on the left-hand side. And Konate gets up like a total, phoenix, what do you want to call it? Just a leap on the guy is prodigious. It's unbelievable. And bangs it in. And it's like, yes, get in there. Well done. And that was just about 47 minutes. So that was getting us to into the second half. Second half, felt again, just didn't feel we started off fast enough, to be honest with you. Didn't feel we did. But we did control. I felt we were controlling the game. I didn't feel much was getting past Virgil. I didn't feel Alisson was having a lot to do. I was concerned about Salah. So Salah's performance at the moment, it is a drop-off as well. I'll be fair. If I'm going to criticise Robbo, I'll critique Salah. Because at the moment, Salah's not getting past this man. We know he's missed the creativity for us. And that's possibly, again, because he's not able to do the things he used to do. So he has to be a bit more creative. But sometimes his passing just wasn't great. I mean, there's one opportunity where Jones came on later, was running through, just need that simple ball. Salah couldn't do it. He's just off it. But, Salah does what Salah does and he'll score the goals. He scored a penalty for us. I'll get onto that. But again, something to watch out for at the moment. Salah's performances are just not keeping that consistent kill. Like, we've got some games he does well and in other games he drops off. And, that will happen throughout the season. But, that's our talisman who wants a new contract. And so I'm just concerned that may mean the club's sort of haggling a little bit with that. And I really don't want that to be the case. I think, we all admire Salah and we want him to continue to stay with us. But just, in terms of performance-wise, ignoring the contract stuff, just needs to be a bit more. Just needs to see a bit more from Salah. Goals are great, we know that. Just needs to see a bit more. So, controlling the game generally, and then it happens. Konate just had an aberration of the mind. As a defender, which I was once upon a time as well, you should really tell the difference between where that line is going to cross to go off the pitch for a corner or whatever goal kick, and where you are. He was too far away for that. He was too far away to be shielding the ball like that. And there needs to be better communication with Alisson. I don't know to be so critical of Alisson. I don't feel it's Alisson's fault. Some people thought he came out a little bit. I kind of feel Konate should have still done the do, kick that ball out, or pass it back to Alisson to kick out or whatever. I feel it was his mistake, and I was cursing. But yeah, it was disappointing. But again, you kind of felt that we would be able to come back, and we did. probably about 5 minutes after that, we had Jota going in probably for a diving header, and he was manhandled, and we got the penalty, and Salah put it away. So and then really then I didn't feel we were under much pressure, although probably at the time it felt a bit more stressful. But generally it was just a solid 2-1 away win. No sparkles, no bells and whistles. It was just a job. Yes, would I have wanted us to play a lot better? Yes, I would. I feel Gary O'Neill really worked on it the week that he had to really plan his team. I felt that the way they're set up, what in the first 15-20 minutes caused us issues, and it needed us to get past that stage. And don't forget, this is a team that actually had a lot of injuries and people off not well with ill. So fair dues. Wolves will not be bottom of the league. I doubt they will be the bottom of the league. And I think Slot actually mentioned that as well. They are a better team than what the league position is showing. So we'll take that result and we'll celebrate that for sure, because that left us top of the league. 5 wins, only one loss. And in fact, we know we should have turned up against Nottingham Forest. So overall, good result. And if I looked at it again, Alisson, if I was scoring Alisson, I would say Alisson was about a 7 out. I don't really blame Alisson so much for the goal. I don't really feel it's his fault. Trent, about 6. I kind of feel Trent giving the ball away so many times. Again, I know the position and I expect him to give a ball away a few times. I just felt overall, defensively though, I feel we're seeing better defending from him compared to previous seasons. So that's something to celebrate. Konate, I'd probably give Konate 8. I mean, even though I know the mistake, I thought Konate was still immense, and it showed how much important it is, his reaction. His reaction shows how important it is for him to be part of that. And the joke that he had in the interview was actually quite good, where he thought he was man of the match. And you know what? Fair enough. Maybe that wasn't for the mistake. Probably would have been man of the match. Virgil, El Capitano, calm, collected, 8. I would have gave him. Robbo was about 6 or 5, to be honest with you. I wasn't really impressed with his performance, and I made that clear. Grav probably about an 8.5. I think man of the match, really. He's just consistently delivering in a moment, a position that's weak for us at the moment. So well done. Sobs was disappointing. I would have been putting Sobs about a 4. Poor. Runs, energetic. It's passing at the moment. It's a struggle. It's a real struggle. He's got to get that consistency. Definitely needs to, because I like him. I mean, a lot of people like him, but he can be painful. I thought Jones came on. Jones was a lot better. McAllister steady Eddie, about 7. McAllister's a steady player for us. He just knits things together. Jota probably about 7.5. Just didn't get no shots on goal at all, but he gave us the opportunity for the penalty, and there's a great cross, so he got an assist. So 7.5, 8, but probably I think about 7.5. Salah, poor. If I was scoring Salah, I'd be scoring Salah probably about 5, even with the penalty. He needs to do better, and that's the challenge for Salah. That's with the money comes great responsibility, and that is a target for him. Then we obviously got Diaz. Diaz is quite ineffective in this game, but I think a bit because of how he was getting the ball, the passing to him wasn't so great. Probably score him about a 5. Then we had Jones coming on. I think Jones was okay. I'll probably give Jones about 6 overall. And then who did we have else? Gomez came on. Gomez just okay, steady, about 5 or 6. So good win. Well done. If you look at the statistics, 55.4% possession that we had. Shots, 10 shots, and 6 on target. So nothing to write home about, but great result. Well done. We move on, we move forward. And if we look at Slot at the moment, I think he understands the assignment. And every game that goes past, he's given us more confidence, more confidence that he has the right tactics, the right mental fortitude, and the right understanding, if that makes sense, of where we are, where we need to be, in a sense that we want to win the league. I'd be honest and say before the season started, I was really concerned about the purchase that we made. And I still feel the squad depth is not there. And I think he realizes that. So he also tries to downplay things a little bit, but then also says we're a winning club. So he's not giving away too much away. And he's never not giving the points away. 2 goals conceded so far in the season. Best defensive result so far. So he understands assignments and is doing well. So long way to continue. So please like and subscribe. And if you don't mind, I would appreciate some comments and I'll always try and come back to every comment that's on here as we try and grow this channel. So please like, subscribe, comment, and click on notifications. It's a key thing for me to do content and be consistent with it. So I'd appreciate that support and commentary so that, you know, I can feel that sense of engagement. So thank you very much. All the best and well done, the Reds.